And the local results are now coming in. This is Apple Valley News Now's special edition. Coming up, from the numerous initiatives to the race for Washington State's governor, we're on your side and tracking it all. Plus,
I really think that we'll be able to move forward a good conservative agenda.
Dan Newhouse holding a media briefing late tonight after he's in the lead for Congress in U.S. District 4 against the newcomer, Jared Sessler. But it's still too close to call. Also,
it just might take us quite a bit longer to either hire another firefighter that we need.
Will Franklin County see an upgrade in 911 communications equipment? It's not looking good. Later, and in other news, we have exclusive video from the scene of a shooting in Pasco tonight.
And I'm Stacey Lee. Clear and cold tonight. Find out what's coming up this weekend on this special edition of Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, your voice, your vote. Election 2024. On your side.
Well, good morning. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Apple Valley News Now. We were originally supposed to go on the air at 11 o'clock, but of course, President Trump speaking moments ago as he is projected to win the 2024 presidential election after victories across key swing states. We'll get back to ABC News coverage in just a bit, but for the next 30 minutes, we're going all local. And we are getting some results, both on the local front and statewide. So let's not waste any more time and get right to it. We're going to start with some of our hot races this evening. Let's take a look at the race for Washington's governor. Bob Ferguson, the projected winner, 56% over Dave Reichart at 44%. Of course, Ferguson, the current attorney general, and Reichart, the Republican. Now let's take a look at the attorney general's race. Pasco Mayor Pete Serrano running in this race. However, Nick Brown in the lead, 56% to 44%. Another race we've got our eye on. This is the state Senate seat out of District 14. This race has been a hot one, especially in the last couple of weeks. This is between Republican Curtis King and Democrat Maria Beltran. The political ads and the live rallies really drumming up excitement in their supporters. As of this morning, King is the projected winner, 57%, and Beltran, the Democrat, at 43%, garnering about 6,500 votes. We've got Initiative 2109, the repeal capital gains tax. If you voted yes, it meant you don't want to be taxed. If you voted no, it meant you want the tax to stay in place. As of right now, 63% of voters voting no, just 37% of you saying yes. Next up is Washington Initiative 2117. This initiative includes the repeal of the Climate Commitment Act. Voting yes meant you wanted the CCA to go away, where voting no meant you wanted the CCA to stay. 62% of voters saying no, 38% saying yes. Washington Initiative 2124 is the opt-out of long-term services insurance program. For this initiative, if you voted yes, you wanted everyone to be able to choose if they want WA Cares or not to be deducted from their paycheck. As of 2023, the tax rate was 58 cents per $100 of earnings. Now, if you voted no, that meant you wanted WA Cares to stay as is. 55% of the voters in this election saying no. Initiative 2066, the natural gas policies measure, that's the initiative deemed for the people. If you voted yes, it meant you wanted to allow residential homes and small businesses to keep the natural gas services if they choose to. If you voted no, it meant you wanted the state and local governments to restrict the use of natural gases in buildings. This is a close one, 51% voting yes, 49% saying no. Well, let's set elections aside for just one moment and get to our first alert forecast now. Just how long will our nice fall temperatures last? It's officially midweek at Apple Valley News Now. Stacy Lee joining us live with a first look at the forecast. I don't think I've ever said to you, good morning, Stacy.
I know, and I'm going to go, oh. Anyway, yes, very cold tonight, but clear skies. And if you were outside anytime earlier tonight, you could see the little sliver of the moon. 31 degrees. We've now officially dropped below the freezing level tonight. Winds are light. Our feels like temp is 28, and we're going to continue to drop those temperatures around the area. Some of us already, again, below that freezing level in Sunnyside, Yakima, Ellensburg, right there. Walla Walla and Dayton on the little bit warmer than that. Also keeping an eye on some potential fog or freezing fog tonight. Right now, visibility is good, but we do see a little bit of fog just outside of Ellensburg on I-90. So be aware of that over the coming days. Clear, notice to be colder tonight with light winds. And again, those temperatures will continue to drop over the next couple of hours. So freezing temps tonight, clear, dry, and cold for the next few days. Fog and freezing fog could be a potential problem in the upcoming days as well. But we've got stormy weather headed our way this weekend. I'll tell you all about that coming up. Austin?
All right, Stacy, thank you. Other news before we head back to election coverage. Tonight, the Pasco Police Department investigating after a shooting off of Court Street. Apple Valley News Now was there. Police responded to the area around 7 p.m. on Tuesday. PPD says two cars pulled up next to each other and people inside the vehicles began shooting at one another. Officers say there are 8 to 10 bullet holes in the car that was left at the scene. The victims are not cooperating. Now, the other car drove away. Police say they are investigating, but do have some details.
It was not a random event, I can tell you that. Everyone that's shown up here is very obviously gang related. The other residents that we're investigating is gang related. Lots of history there.
Now, the officer also says the car PPD located had blood inside along with a gun. We'll bring you more information as it becomes available. A police chase of a stolen Pasco School District vehicle turned into a hit and run in Kennewick. The suspect's still out there. The department says on Saturday morning they tried to do a traffic stop when they spotted the Pasco School District truck reported stolen. The driver of that truck took off. At one point, it hit and totaled another vehicle. This photo came to us by the victim of the hit and run, who says he moved to get out of the way when he saw the stolen vehicle and law enforcement approaching around West Kennewick Avenue and Fruitland Street, but didn't have enough time. Kennewick Police says if you're on the streets in this kind of situation, hone in on defensive driving skills and be quick to react.
If you do happen to see the emergency lights in that moment, just practice what we've always been taught as drivers and pull to the right as safe as you can, as quick as you can. That way you can avoid any collateral damage as a result of a person fleeing at a high rate of speed or recklessly. That way you can avoid getting struck or anything like that.
Police found the stolen truck abandoned around the 1200 block of Canal Drive. So far in the investigation, the department says the driver of the stolen car has no connection to the Pasco School District. And the district did confirm to Apple Valley News Now that it was their vehicle that was stolen. KPD is still looking for the suspect, described as an older Caucasian male wearing a sweatshirt. If you know anything about the situation, contact the Kennewick Police Department. Green to Go, a cannabis shop near Findlay, faces an attempted burglary overnight. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says 5 suspects tried to break in. The shop is only left with cracks in their bulletproof glass windows and nothing stolen. But Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald says the owners are lighting up one specific message for those responsible.
My hope is that the people in the community that are doing these things, before you're trying to rob a weed store, maybe reach out and ask for a job.
Co-owner of Green to Go, Steve Lee, says cannabis stores have been a regular target for crimes and robbery. They are cash-only businesses. Cannabis is something people believe is stealable, though Lee says it's inexpensive and regularized these days. He says because of all of this, they have high security standards.
That store is very, very well secured for exactly these types of scenarios. But so far, every single time someone has attempted to steal from us or successfully stolen from us, somebody has been caught and prosecuted.
So, you break in there, they're gonna have self-defense ready to get you. So, that's all that is. So, yeah.
Lee says the building is designed to be a fortress, to withstand criminal acts until authorities arrived, which worked in this case.
So in this case, Green to Go does have a robust security system, and they do have video of the incident, and so we're able to work with that to try and identify those subjects and vehicle that were involved.
Lieutenant Erickson with the Benton County Sheriff's Office says that footage is critical evidence for a jury when cases like these go to trial. And it's not the first time this has happened.
Unfortunately, Green to Go has been the target of prior burglary attempts, malicious mischief attempts.
Lee says back in April, when the Pasco Green to Go opened, it was quickly targeted.
Where some basically kids stole a car and drove it through our building. And it was just the most incredibly dangerous, stupid stuff you can imagine. And then they got scared and ran away without actually stealing anything. They're lucky they didn't lose their lives.
And Lee says he's serious about that first offer.
Man, people think crime pays, but I'll tell you what really pays, a good job.
Lee says the community will take care of you if you take care of it. In Findlay, Riley Fitzgerald, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Riley, right now the Benton County Sheriff's Office has not arrested any suspects. The investigation is ongoing. We're going to head to Richland, where the police department says an 8-year-old child was taken to the hospital after going trick-or-treating and eating THC candy. Authorities say the child's parents discovered their son had eaten Nerds gummy clusters, which was marked medicated. The child was taken to the hospital. Their condition is unknown. The police department says it is actively investigating. All right, let's get back to some more local election results. Now, remember, we have Washington State, Oregon State, local and regional race results available on our website. It's being constantly updated. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com. You can find the updates there. But let's take a look at some of our local candidate races. First up, Benton County Commissioner District 1, Jerome Delvin right now leading the way currently with 64% of the votes. Jeff J. Smart has just 35%. Now to Benton County Commissioner District 3, Will McKay with a big lead over Zach Fluharty, 73% to just 26%. And we've got Benton and Franklin Superior Court, Judge Position 5. This is still a very close race. Bronson Brown leading 51%. Sean Saint, currently Franklin County's district attorney, he is at 48%. Let's take a look also at Franklin County, but the race for County Commissioner Position 1, Stephen Bauman in the lead with 63% of the vote, Caleb Atkins taking just 36%. And for Franklin County Commissioner Position 2, Rocky Mullen taking a very strong lead with 60% of the vote, Blanche Barajas taking 40%. We're going to head to Walla Walla County. Bertha Clayton in the lead for District 1's County Commissioner, taking 58% of the vote. Her opponent, Jenny Mayberry, coming in with 42%. Now on to the race for Yakima County Commissioner in District 3. Incumbent Layden Lynn showing a strong lead, taking 67% of the vote, with challenger Elpidia Sevarda taking 30%. And of course, make sure you stay up to date with the latest on our election headlines. Just use your smartphone, open up the camera feature, and hold it on the QR code. You'll get the latest information and election headlines at the click of a button. You can do that when you send in your viewer photo of the day. All right, still ahead on this special edition of Apple Valley News Now. 12:15 in the morning now. We are talking to Republican Congressman District 4 Dan Newhouse and candidate Jared Sessler on the District 4 race. Still close to call. Dan Hansen standing by with a live report. And Stacy is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We'll be back.
Ever feel like something's Missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
In this game, it's all about who's got the best line. And so far this Kraken season, all bets are off. Watch free as two of the league's newest teams go head-to-head. Kraken Knights, pregame at 6:30, Friday night on Apple Valley News Now.
During fall and winter, weather can change fast.
And no one works harder to give you early warnings than Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
We're constantly looking ahead for the next weather event that could impact our area.
It could be a severe storm or just disruptive weather like the small shower that could interfere with soccer or football games.
On air, online, mobile, and social, we'll get it right.
First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Always on your side.
There's something new on Apple Valley News Now's Meet TV, the Seattle Kraken. With the Seattle Kraken, the action on the ice is nonstop. Every hit, every power play, every goal. Watch select Kraken games whole season on Meet TV.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored locally by Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Checking, home loans, savings. Prosser Memorial Health, this is how we care. And Legends Casino Hotel, fun is how we roll.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens.
Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma, not at birth.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early.
Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
I am ready to find the second great love of my life.
The Golden Bachelorette, sponsored locally by Legends Casino Hotel. Fun is how we roll.
The sad story of Buck the Chimp. Apple Valley News Now, Thursday at 6.
Welcome back to this special edition of Apple Valley News Now. We are live here at 12:18 in the morning. New tonight, we are hearing from the incumbent in the race for U.S. Congress in District 4. That's Dan Newhouse, of course. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen standing by live in studio with Newhouse's reaction, which you'll only hear right here. Dan?
This is certainly a close race, and the numbers don't lie. Let's take a look at the latest results as it's just before 11 o'clock hour. Well, now it's past midnight. Just before 10 this evening, Newhouse held a press conference for the media over the phone. We asked him what Newhouse thought about working with either Trump or Harris if in office, and what this means for the district.
I really think that we'll be able to move forward a good conservative agenda. If Trump's in the White House, certainly looking forward to working with the Trump administration if that's the case. But I will certainly push forward the priorities of Central Washington in a Harris administration as well. Whatever direction that the voters tell us they want us to go, who will lead our country, that's who we work with, and do the best I can to represent the people that put me in office if that turns out to be the case.
Newhouse, a Republican, assumed office back on January 3rd, 2015, before his election to Congress. Newhouse served as the director of the Washington State Department of Agriculture and a member of the Washington House of Representatives. One of the biggest controversies Newhouse has faced when he was one of 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach former President Trump after the January insurrection. Newhouse plans to speak to the media again later today. As we get results, in studio, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Yeah, very close race there. Dan, thank you. The votes for the race for Central Washington Congress so far favor current Congressman Dan Newhouse, as our Dan Hansen just explained. But it's far from over for his opponent. Candidate Jared Sessler says he is still feeling good, although tonight he didn't go as far as he had hoped for. But again, don't count him out just yet. Sessler says, remember, this is the early vote, and there's a lot of ballots out there that need to still be counted.
I think a lot of it is just explaining to the team where we're at, looking at the numbers, our entire data team. We knew that it was going to be very close tonight and that we were likely going to be in a position where we were going to have to count on the later vote, but we also know that that later vote is going to favor us.
And this was at Sessler's watch party last night. Sessler says he believes the vote will be very different by the end of the week as well.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's get into that weather forecast. Clear and cold tonight. Here we are down to the freezing level in the Tri-Cities and our dust level sky cam. Look at the lights so you can see nice and clear. I did see a little sliver of the moon a little bit earlier. Sunset earlier and earlier at 4:35 today. All right, radar and satellite. Here's what's going on. Most of our major systems out of the area. We will have a little bit of cloud cover and low hanging clouds, which could produce some fog or freezing fog in our area. But that's pretty much it for the next couple of days. Other than this, very cold air coming down from the north, making our region again slightly below average. Very cold as you get down here to the center, Colorado. They've got some big snowstorms produced right there right now. Here's what it looks like for our temperatures going forward today and all the way till the end of the week. We're going to just start to fall slightly below the average for Yakima and Walla Walla, and we get even cooler as we get into the weekend. Another big system heading our way there. A few degrees below average also for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, kind of staying right there under the line for the next few days. Now tonight we're going to have chilly temperatures as most of us all below the freezing level. The coldest hour usually between 4 and 5 or 5 and 6 in the morning. That's when we'll see these temps drop into the 20s. 29 for Walla Walla, 28 Tri-Cities, 27 tonight Yakima. For tomorrow, patchy morning fog, clear, cool day. Temperatures in the 50s all through the area. 53 Sunnyside and Tri-Cities, 51 Walla Walla, 52 in Yakima. Let's talk about the rain. We're going to be pretty dry through Friday. Then we'll start to see increasing chances of rain. More so, I'm thinking on Sunday and definitely between Sunday and Monday. So a small system coming through this weekend and then a bigger system hits our area by Monday. This system not only brings rain showers to the area, it's going to bring another round of heavy mountain snow showers. So be aware of that over the weekend if you're traveling. But there's your chances of rain in Yakima, again, increasing as the week goes on. Here's what our rainfall potential could be with those systems coming through Saturday, Sunday, and even more so into Monday. 1.5 to 2 inches in the Cascades, anywhere from 1/10 to 1/4 or 1/2 inch in the lower elevations, and up to 1 inch for the Blue Mountains. Let's talk 7-day frosty forecast. Going to be very cold the next couple of nights, including tonight, and then we'll see Wednesday and Thursday below the freezing level. Warming up slightly getting into the weekend, but look at those showers headed our way. Yakima, again, also looking at those frosty cold temperatures for the next couple of days. Rain showers with increasing chances of rain beginning on Saturday there. Ellensburg also chilly, and those daytime lows or daytime highs, making it to the 40s with overnight lows at or below the freezing level. Here's Walla Walla. A little bit of sunshine on Thursday. In fact, most of us will be seeing sunny skies. The cloud cover gone. That allows that cold air to kind of settle in to our valleys around the area. And then there's those chances of showers. And in Hermiston, again, chilly overnight lows with rain coming maybe Saturday into next week, but enjoy the next couple sunny, crispy fall days. That's what I call them.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's already Wednesday, too.
There you go.
Weeks going by, right? All right, still ahead on this special edition of Apple Valley News Now. We're going to take a look at results of some local races, including Franklin County, the school bond issues, and we're going to take a look at Yakima County. Stay with us.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Thank you so much.
What's new, what's now, and what's next? Plus First Alert weather every 10 minutes. Wake up with Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Apple Valley News Now is home to top shows from ABC like Dancing with the Stars, The Golden Bachelorette, and the all-new High Potential. And we're home to the #1 news on television, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, plus award-winning local news, including the First Alert weather team. And we lead the way in sports with NFL Monday Night Football, college football, including the SEC and the Seattle Kraken.
They score!
We're Apple Valley News Now, proudly serving South Central Washington and Northern Oregon.
On your side.
Apple Valley News Now first alert weather means early warnings and accurate forecasts.
Most fall days are awesome, but on those days when wind, rain, or snow is coming, count on our team for the most accurate advanced warnings right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, mobile, and social. Count on us to get it right.
Weatherproof your world with Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
First alert weather from Apple Valley News Now. On your side.
On your side.
Always on your side.
Usually when people knock on your doors, they're trying to sell you something, but we're actually here to give you money.
D-Sam's is this month's winner of Volunteers Count.
We have fosters throughout the Tri-Cities. We have about 50 total. And so my home is usually the home where all the animals come in to sort of do, our intakes.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Next live, Maria Menounos, plus Nicholas Alexander Chavez from FX's Grotesquerie.
I didn't blink. I didn't want to miss a moment.
Tomorrow at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Who's ready to heal with love? I'm gonna sue you.
Your lawyers know where to find me.
Prosser Memorial Health reminds you to watch Grey's Anatomy Thursdays. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Welcome back to this special early edition now of Apple Valley News Now at 11. We're going to get back to ABC News coverage in just a bit, but we're going local still with Franklin County. Proposition 1 has an aging radio system. Officials with the sheriff's office and with fire districts tell us it could fail at any time. At this point, very close. Voters are saying no at 51%. But 49% of voters are saying yes. You can see that 10,563 votes to a little over 11,096. Let's take a look now at Walla Walla County Fire District 8, Proposition 1. Voters there a strong showing so far, voting for yes to move forward for a levy at about 70% to 30%. The Richland School District asking voters to consider passing a $314 million bond. This would be 97 cents per $1,000 in assessed home value. This bond would include a new high school set to be built in West Richland if passed. Right now, a 10 percentage point difference, 55% of voters saying no, 45% saying yes. The Union Gap School District is asking voters to consider passing its upcoming bond. The cost? No more than $11,900,000. Now, this is the fourth time the Union Gap School District has ran this same bond. It's dropped in price for voters to $1.10 per $1,000 of assessed property value, but you can see overwhelming majority of voters saying yes, 57% to 43%. But you can see those numbers, it's pretty small, obviously, because Union Gap is a much smaller community. Taking a look now at proposition on Yakima County Lower Valley Public Hospitals District. This is regarding the formation of a Lower Valley Public Hospital District, which would actually provide hospital services and other healthcare services to the Lower Valley. Overwhelmingly, voters are saying yes, 72%, just 28% of voters saying no. All right, still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, special edition.
Final look at the weather and, of course, an excellent viewer photo of the day. It's coming up.
The sad story of Buck the Chimp. Apple Valley News Now, Thursday at 6.
Welcome
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Give me Some Bagels.
What does it take to be the most watched newscast in America?
We are part of an operation.
Is this our combat operations center?
We're approaching the gate now. The house is destroyed, but the flag not okay in it.
World News Tonight and Apple Valley News Now, your most trusted local news source.
Hi. Ismail? David. I'm David Muir.
I know who you are.
You
Watch
do?
you every night.
ABC World News Tonight with David Muir at 3:30 and 5:30. Apple Valley News Now at 5, 6, and 6:30. There's something new on Apple Valley News Now's Meet TV, the Seattle Kraken. With the Seattle Kraken, the action on the ice is nonstop. Every hit, every power play, every goal. Watch select Kraken games whole season on Meet TV.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored locally by Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Checking, home loans, savings. Prosser Memorial Health, this is how we care. And Legends Casino Hotel, fun is how we roll.
Millions of people deal with obesity and face unfair weight bias every day.
We don't want you on our team. You're too slow and fat.
Weight bias is harmful, not helpful.
Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect.
Learn more about weight bias and how to help end it. Visit stopweightbias.com.
Let's work together to stop weight bias today.
During fall and winter, weather can change fast.
And no one works harder to give you early warnings than Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
We're constantly looking ahead for the next weather event that could impact our area.
It could be a severe storm or just disruptive weather like a small shower that could interfere with soccer or football games.
On air, online, mobile, and social, we'll get it right.
First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Always on your side.
All right, welcome back, everybody. A quick reminder, make sure you stay up to date with us on the latest local election headlines. Just use your smartphone, open up the camera feature, and hold it on the QR code. You'll get the latest information and the election headlines at the click of a button. Time for final weather.
Well, hopefully you're laying in bed, and if you are, come to your screen or
take a look. Yeah, we'll be there soon, everybody.
Great weather photo from our friend Lynn Hopwood from Prosser. Check that out. That is so cool. iPhone shot this yesterday morning. That would have been magical clouds in the horse heavens above Prosser. I love it. Thanks, Lynn, for that. Remember to get your photo on TV, the QR code on the right side of your screen, or applevalleynewsnow.com. Click on the weather tab. A quick peek at our 7-day planning forecast. There you go. You got a lot going on weather-wise. Rain coming our way. Look for temperatures today hitting the low 50s through the area, and those chilly overnight lows continue. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla. We should see highs there in the low 50s as well. So have a great night. And again, try to stay nice and warm.
Yeah. Coming up next, we're going to join ABC News with more national election coverage. Thank you for joining us. Austin Reed with Stacey Lee, hoping your news is good news.
Sweet dreams.
Good night.